You're not trapped in the darkness. Feel like you're surrounded by demonic energy and living in hell. I'm going to share with you something that might help you change your perspective and see your situation in a different light. In 2014, I tried to leave this place, and that's when Archangel Michael appeared and showed me that suicide was no longer an option. Sometimes when it feels like our life's been nothing but a big pot of bullshit from the very beginning and nothing's changed, we can be hard on ourselves, whether it's because we feel like a failure or in some way we've let God down. One of the most powerful things I've ever heard was from this woman that I shared in a video more recently. She said, what if in order for us to find out who we are, God had to first show us who we were not? Now, if this resonates with you, I'm about to serve you a dish full of accountability. If you've ever said something like, this life is shit, or this life fucking sucks, what if your life has been a long, drawn-out piece of horse shit because you simply hadn't made the decision of who you were not to become who you are? What if you got comfortable rolling around like a little piggy in shit? If the person you've become or the life you find yourself in has you pulling out your hair, what if this is just a golden opportunity that God has given you to decide, this is who I am not, and this is who I want to become? Stop seeing your situation as being bad and stop being so hard on yourself. See it as an opportunity for change, which is going to take a lot of inner work and doing other things like quitting addictions. Stop seeing your situation as being bad and stop being so hard on yourself. In the beginning of 2020, I had fallen into the lowest vibration of my existence. And in a strange way, I became comfortable in that energy. It got so bad that on a daily basis, my meditation was me closing my eyes and picturing myself sawing off the head of my old highest guide. And when that didn't fulfill my needs anymore, I decided to open up a portal to hell, and I sent some pretty gnarly demons his way. One day I was sitting in my garage when this portal started to open up in front of me. It was black and white, staticky, and flashing in and out of existence. The next thing I knew, these two hands reached out and tried to grab me. It was my old highest guide. He said to me, and I quote, "You have no idea how many problems you've caused me." At this point, I was seeing myself in angelic form as I reached slowly to my back and pulled out a sword. As these two hands were reaching out trying to grab me, I placed my sword through this portal in between the eyes of my old highest guide right before this portal closed. Shortly after that experience, I was sitting in my garage when one of my angels said to me, and I quote, "Some of your team is concerned that you may have gone to the other side." At the time, I didn't think I could be in a lower vibration. When I heard those words, it was as if a time bomb went off. Next thing I knew, I saw myself as a large black cloud of smoke. And within that cloud of smoke, this hand formed. And I witnessed this version of me reaching through dimensions and grabbing this angel by the neck and strangling him. My plan was to take this being's life force, as I said, and I quote, "You fucking think?" And just before this being was about to take its last breath, I don't know what you call it, but I heard Archangel Michael yell at me, "Let him go." It got so bad that my team said to me, "You want to turn to the dark side? We'll show you what the dark side feels like. Then you can make your decision." Shortly after that, I had a fallen angel attached to my aura for 18 hours. I really can't express with words how bad that experience was, how physically, mentally, and emotionally draining it was to carry that kind of energy for 18 hours. It wasn't until I cried out to Jesus that I couldn't take this any longer, and he came in and just cleared all this energy off of me. But put it this way, that experience showed me who I was not. It was so powerful that it's changed my life until this very day. An example of that would be anytime shit hits the fan, like when Spirit recently told me that a woman I had been working with for 10 years and trusted in was doing death spells on me that had her own child killed. No, I'm not gonna lie, I had some pretty gnarly thoughts going through my head, and that was when I had to remind myself of who I was not, and that guided me to a much healthier path. Instead, I used that energy to join a new gym. I've been working out every day religiously, questioning if I should be going to the gym 2 times a day. Because of this crazy bitch, I'm now on track to becoming in the best shape I've ever been. Gained 11 pounds already, 20 pounds to go, but I've used that energy to better my life. and I have her to thank for it. If you're feeling frustrated with your life, as someone that's had multiple visitations from Jesus and archangels, as soon as you're ready to say no more Poop Island for me, as soon as you're ready to make that change, take that leap, so much love waiting for you on the other side. Just have to learn to forgive yourself. The angels and Jesus love you. It's all about doing the inner work and forgiving yourself. Unless, you're messing with the chosen one, then maybe, you might want to make that stop now. You're probably still going to have to face some karma, but hell has multiple layers to it. And if you can pull yourself out of a deeper layer of hell in this incarnation, it's an accomplishment that's worth celebrating. You don't want to spend time in hell. I have past life memory of being in hell, and I think my next video is going to be explaining what hell feels like. But that's all I got for this one. Stop being so hard on yourself and seeing your situation as bad. Just make the change. It starts with you. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.